Turbo version. Cool. Well, there's your boost leak right there. Hey guys, Richard Holder here, and welcome to the channel. Please, quick, make sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that stuff so you get notified when I do all of this testing. I'm down at WESTECH Performance, very obvious. I'm working on the Trophy 4-cylinder. You know the little 4-cylinder Pontiac, half of the 389 V8. Unfortunately, it was shipped, but it's not a runner, so I'm gonna have to perform the Super Richie rebuild on it. You know, the razor blade rebuild. But while I'm waiting for parts, I thought, you know, this is a good opportunity. I have not been over to the wrecking yard, one of my favorite places in the world, in a long time. I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm just gonna head over to the wrecking yard and see what they have. Because let's face it, any day at the wrecking yard is better than a day at work. Let's get going. So this is kind of cool. Obviously got an LS swap truck here. Looks like it was complete, probably running. Obviously we gotta check the cylinder heads. Yeah. 8.6 deuce. What is this thing? Is this an old Ford truck? Anybody know what that is? Simca. Lots of cool stuff in this like vintage area. These might be like OG center lines. '67 Ford Falcon. Looks like somebody yanked this out, CORVAIR engine, from this over here. Or if they got that hidden, or if they just took parts off of it. So this is kind of cool. This is a Pontiac Grand Prix. I am looking for these, so I might come snag this thing. It's a 2-barrel. I don't need the manifold, but the 2-barrel, that's a Rochester. Perfect for tri-power setups. Just gotta rebuild that thing real quick. Probably, it might even still work, man. It's got a lot of stuff on it. Yeah, OG 81 Honda wagon. Looks like everything's still here too. I like these little Hondas. This one's been sitting for a while. It's so cool though. This is why I come here. Just weird stuff laying on the ground. Can't go too far without finding one of these. Slant 6. Be good. I might be able to snag some parts off of this for later. I think that carburetor's got some issues. This is all kinds of weirdness. That's why I come here, man. Super cool. So I took a look through all the vintage stuff and cool older stuff. We'll go check out some of the more modern stuff. Let's go check it out. Looks like some Honda guys doing some stuff. This is the B18B1 from an Integra. Got the cylinder head off of it. Usually they would keep the short block and put a VTEC head on it, an LS VTEC. And right next to the Integra, turbo Mini Cooper, turbo version. cool. Well, there's your boost leak right there. I think we got some problem. Oh, that's the air inlet. No, that's not the discharge side. Wow. That's the intercooler. So we're cruising down the import. Oh, nice, little CRX. Cruising down the import area. VW. Looking for the turbo. Yeah. The tiny, tiny little turbo. There we go. J-Series. I'm still up in the air about this. Probably fine, put a turbo on it so it works, but I like the ones that have, you know, 4-branch exhaust manifold. BMWs, always good. Oh yeah, that'd be a problem. Look. Turbo tubing. Okay, here's a really good example. So when you see something like this, you shouldn't be thinking, oh, look at that. That's a junky exhaust piece. No. That's a perfect little Y for a turbo. A merge for a single turbo. Even got some extra bands on it. Got some flex pipes. That's a good little piece. Jaguar V8. Look at that intake manifold. Two J. I like these intake manifolds. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Look, turbo exhaust. Okay guys, yes or no? I think that's the ECU right on top of the engine, in the engine compartment. Do you think that gets hot? Let me know. So if you look around and listen very carefully, they're all saying the same thing. Richard, take me home. Ooh, it's a Honda and it's red. Must be Type R. Another Mini Cooper. Look at that, intercooler right up there. Right up there where you like them. Mini. This is a supercharged version. Another Mini Cooper. This one, turbo. I always like finding turbos because turbos are cool. Super mega cool. So we've taken a walk through all the import stuff. Now let's go over to where the trucks are, full-size stuff. Yes, all the Ford guys. This is the 300 inline 6-cylinder. I do want one of these. After I finish up some of these other projects, this is definitely on the list. I just want it just for the intake manifold because I think it's super cool. This is cool because everything's there. These little the Honda vans are a good place to find the V6s also. '96 Jeep Cherokee, inline 6-cylinder. Another one on the list. Come on guys, overhead cams, they're not complicated at all. It's just gotta go there and around there and up over here and over there and around there. Down under that one, down under that one, down under that one, down under that one, up over here, up across. Oh yeah. And they all have to be lined up properly. Okay, where are my 4.7 Magnum fans? There's one of them. I don't think I've ever looked for another one, but there is one here. Man, who leaves these cool things just laying around? Pulled it off of all this. Now this is one that I need to get running again. So how hot was it today in the wrecking yard? They just left this one out in the sun. Can't just stroll on by when you see a Hemi. Dram. Truck manifold. The truck manifolds actually work pretty well. My favorite is the Magnum car manifold in the 300. In the Magnum, but these work really well. Yeah, look at that. Found one of them. All you gotta do is count the runners. One, two, three, four, five. Big Cobra throttle body on there. I like that. This one, walk over here and check it out, is a 2001 V10 Power. And of course, no trip to the wrecking yard would be complete without finding an LS. So apparently the 6-cylinder trucks are trying to tell me, hey, take one of me home. Here's another one. I do like those intake manifolds. These are always good to have. 351 Fords. Dual throttle body goodness. I'm actually looking for a 5-liter version of this. You guys want me to test the truck manifold, the upper and lower, see how that performs compared to like a GT40. We'll keep checking. So what do we got going on with this Land Rover? It's got to be an inlet, right? These connected by water lines. Those have to be intercooler cores, right? One on that side, one over on this side, tucked down in there. Supercharger. There's the pulley. I like the fact that it's factory intercooled. It's got 2 cores, one on each side. Nice job, Land Rover. I always got to stop for a big block Chevy. This one's a 77, which means it's a Mark IV. It was a quadrijet car or truck. It's a little dirty, but these are always good starting points for any kind of good big block buildup. Just need to check and see if it's a 4-bolt or a 2-bolt, but quite honestly, they both work good. See, here's why you gotta walk around checking stuff. Look at that. IHI turbo. Just sitting back here, ready for someone to snag. So they hid it inside this back of this vehicle. Probably setting it up maybe for a for one of the discount weekends. right there. There's your boost. Okay guys, there you have it. Another successful trip to the wrecking yard, and really every trip to the wrecking yard is definitely successful. Whether I come home with something or not, in this case, I didn't bring anything home, despite the fact that everything there, he was literally jumping on me saying, take me home. We saw a lot of cool stuff. Obviously all the Ford 6-cylinder stuff. There was an endless sea of LS motors, lots of 2Js, lots of Honda stuff, lots of cool stuff. And actually, I didn't even film all the cool stuff. For example, I found an iron-headed Gen 2 LT1 motor just begging to come home. So never-ending sea of cool stuff at the wrecking yard. I spent it walking around in 100-degree heat, but super awesome. Another day at the yard. Armature holder, make sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that stuff. I'll keep testing or taking trips to the junkyard.